Reiki is the most basic form of energy healing. In fact, you have been doing it all your life and probably didn't even realize what you were doing. For example, when you were a little kid, you probably at some point fell down and scraped your knee or injured yourself in some way, and the injury was probably bleeding, and you were crying and crying and crying until finally some adult noticed and would swoop you up and embrace you. And once in the adult's embrace, you probably cried a little more for dramatics, and then that cry turned into more of a little whimper, and then you got tuckered out and you probably laid your head on the adult's shoulders as you observed your friends still playing. And when no one was paying attention anymore, well, then you started trying to watch your friends a little more, and your head would turn a little more, and then you started to whimper because you couldn't see very well, and then you started to cry because you just wanted to be put down so that you could go play with your friends. You see, something happened in the course of that embrace. There was an exchange of energy, and that is what we call Reiki. You do it every day. Maybe you're at the office and you give somebody a squeeze on the shoulders that's having a hard time. Maybe you're at school and you give somebody a high five, or that look of, that winning look that just, lights people up. Those are all forms of Reiki. It's energy affecting energy in such a way that it brings us into balance. It reactivates our body's own intelligence so that everything can function the way it's designed to function. As a shaman, my approach to Reiki is a little unique. Not in the technique. The technique is simple enough, anybody can do it. But as I'm interacting with somebody's energy, I'm also interacting with their spiritual energy. I'm aware of other guides, angelic beings, the crowd that Scripture says surrounds us all the time. I'm aware of those. I'm aware that the work isn't just about me, that I am a part of a bigger work. In fact, one of the things I teach my classes is that I feel as though I have been invited to be a part of the Reiki session. I'm not in control of it. I am somebody who gets to participate in it. And so I am receiving guidance from the divine mind through my intuition, even as I am experiencing and observing impressions from the energy of my client. And so, consequently, in sessions, it can be pretty profound when the balance comes. As a shaman, I don't believe that people need fixing. I don't see another model for that anywhere in the world. Animals don't go around trying to fix themselves or to be something other than what they are. Plants don't try to fix themselves or be something other than what they are. Even our own microorganisms seem pretty happy to be whatever they are for as long as they get to be it. Humans are the only ones that I have observed that go around thinking that we need to fix ourselves to be something other than what we are already created to be. And that is a behavior that little kids don't have until somebody has taught them to have it. So one of the things that makes me unique as a shamanic healer practicing Reiki is my goal isn't to fix you. My goal is to work with your body's own intelligence, which is in your DNA, to affect balance and activation. It's like tuning an instrument. I believe your perfection is in your purpose. If you're a string bass, I'm going to tune you like a string bass. If you're a violin, I'm going to tune you like a violin. I'm not going to force you to match some other measure that doesn't fit your own body's intelligence. And so as a shamanic healer, my work isn't to fix or manipulate anything. It's to bring out the perfection from within, to spark that inner engineering, that brings you into your purpose, which is your perfection, which is experienced as balance.